So here we have a pre-owned 2025 Lexus NX350h. Now this one's a luxury. We get the cold weather package here, Mark Levinson sound system. We also get that panorama roof. Caviar is the paint, and then we have the Palomino with black open pore wood trim interior. It's an all-wheel drive setup here. Powertrain consists of a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated hybrid 4-cylinder mated with a 6-speed CVT. That gives us 239 horsepower, 167 pound-feet of torque. Now I'll tell you why it's a 6-speed here in a minute, but front end here we do get our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights and the LED fog lights. Love the overall look of the NX here, specifically with this one being the hybrid. Nice big bold grille, love the lights. As we come around on the wheels here, these are gonna be 18-inch alloy and a really nice look there in my opinion. Now we get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. Again, Mark Levinson sound system. Memory seat functions here. One-touch up and down windows on all 4 doors. Power door lock controls, rear window locks. We do get power folding side mirrors. Blind spot monitors are in those, and you can set those power mirrors to fold when you lock or unlock the vehicle if you set them to auto. Now, you hit this button to open the door, or if you're locked in with no power, you just want to use the manual, you just hit this twice. Bottle holders are there, and then we have the gas cap release, lift gate, little storage tray there, hood release. There are the pedals. This one does have the option of the all-weather floor mat, so that's nice. Power tilt telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our power driver's seat. We do get 4-way power lumbar support there. Love this interior. But I want to give a huge thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and Auto Pro Nashville for allowing me to review this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But sitting in the back here, seat back pockets on both sides, pretty good leg room. I think the child locks are, yeah, the window locks out, so I can't roll the window down, so I apologize for that. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get this shade going, if I can get it. And that'll help with the lighting back here. But rear AC vents are there. You get 2 USB-C charge ports, 12 volts. And there's a nice look at the front from back here. And with that roof, you saw the sunshade, but just kind of get that same orangish brown that matches the interior. And I really like the interior color as well. But bottle holders here. Your lights are back here if you ever need those. Grab handle, you can hang a shirt or pair of pants on there, maybe even both. It's a pretty sturdy hook. And then if you ever need to use the child locks, lock, unlock there. And there's the fuel cap. You can put regular in there, no problem. Getting pretty good fuel economy with this vehicle. And there's the LED light bar. There's a look at the back end. And with the all-wheel drive system, it does help, you know. I'll show you a few of the features you get having all-wheel drive in this vehicle. The button's right there for the lift gate. Good storage back here. You can see the old floor mats are right in here. First aid kit in the side pocket there. Top tethers are integrated on the back of all 3 seats. And then you can lift this up. You have a little bit of storage if you want to put your tire inflator kit or something like that. I don't know why it's doing that. Might be that cargo tray, I don't know. But over here, if you want to fold the rear passenger seat down, pull this. Do the same thing on the rear driver's side. You can run longer objects through to the front. And pretty easy to just snap it back into place. And then your lower anchors are integrated right underneath there. You have a little bit of recline as well if you want to use that. Very little, but it's there. And then the front passenger seat, you get that power seat back and seat bottom there. A lockable glove compartment. We have the owner's manual and all that in there. And there's the price. I think it's a little off of that right now. But I mean, pretty solid price. This is still a 25. I mean, somebody was driving it, but I mean, it's in great shape. But there's that 2.5 liter hybrid 4-cylinder setup there. Now, before we hop in the driver's seat, we're just gonna show off the blinkers. So full LEDs throughout. See them in the side mirror there. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat next. So nice leather wrap there in terms of the steering wheel, and I like the overall design. There's the horn. Now, like in the newer Toyotas, we have that more simplistic setup here. So normally this is where you would hit the navigation button to get the subscription set up there. You kind of get that prompt, but here in the NX, you get the navigation right there. So you can adjust all of that, find destinations, whatever. And then for the audio, we do get our AM, FM, XM radio, along with Bluetooth audio, and then we have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. And then we have the Bluetooth itself there. And then we have a few different options we can control. You can see all that, the lane departure, the safe exit assist. There's so much you can adjust there. Trip info, and then my favorite is the energy flow. You can see when the engine's charging the battery, when the battery's pushing the wheels, when they're working in tandem, all-wheel drive system, tire pressure monitors. And then your settings, you can scroll through here. Your general settings, they include language and units of measurement. You can adjust right in there. Then your Wi-Fi hotspot too. On backup camera, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. You get that bird's eye view as well. And then 3-stage heated cooled front seats. You can adjust fan direction here and your temperature for either side right there. Fan speed there in the middle, cut the whole system on or off there. And if you hit this, you have a few of your frequently used and then comfort and convenience options. And then in the climate menu, you can adjust the S-Flow, the Eco Heat Cool, de-icer, and all that. Hazards here. And you do get, again, a lot of different choices in terms of the viewpoint if you want to adjust that and then turn the guidelines a certain direction. Now, if you go down here, hit this camera view, kind of gives you that 360 view, and then you could pause it anywhere if you want to get a closer look at anything. And again, it's just a lot that you can adjust there. And then you have the self-parking assist as well, and that pulls up the front camera. But I like that we have a typical volume knob here. We can turn the audio off. That's not a button, but these two right here are defrosters. USB-C, USB-A input. The USB-C is for charging. The USB-A links directly to the radio. Wireless charging pad is here. Your drive modes, Eco, Sport, Normal. And then for the shifter, just hit the brake, pull and down for drive, tap for the Sport while in drive, just hit over there for neutral, and then pull left and up for reverse, press P for park. You have the automatic brake hold here, your traction controls there. This is your trail mode if you ever need to use that with that all-wheel drive system. And then you have the EV mode and the electronic parking brake. You pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. Your bottle holders, center console cubby space. That's actually a pretty good size for the segment. And then up here, garage door transmitter. You can use this switch to turn on or off the rear camera mirror. Sunglasses holder there. It's relatively small, but it gets the job done. It's better than not having one. And then up here we have the controls for the lights, and these are soft touch, which I really like. And then, because those come on there, and then you can hit a side right there, so that's pretty neat. And then this is for the sunshade, this is for the roof, this is how you tilt. But you can one touch slide that. Goes back pretty quickly as well. And then same thing closing it. But there's a look at the back from up here as that shuts. Vanity mirror. And then back to the steering wheel itself. First off, all the way on the back, we can adjust the brightness for the gauge cluster here, and then we can change the trip meter. So if you see where it says the miles in that bottom left-hand corner, we can change to the trip meter, maintenance, but left side stock, blinkers there, low beams, auto, daytime running lights off, fog lights, we can toggle that there, and then auto high beams are available as well. And then the paddle shifters are behind the steering wheel if you want to use those. Again, that being a 6-speed, we'll test that out to see how it drives. But over here to the right side, this is where we have the automatic wiper. So one time off, auto, low, high. You can adjust that auto sensitivity here. And then our rear wiper right in here. Push back for the rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front wiper fluid. Now this is where it gets interesting. As we come back to the actual steering wheel, what you do is hit this button, and then you can see as you adjust these, they kind of toggle with what you got going on. So you can go up here to change the audio mode there. You can actually turn the audio power on or off. You can go through the track list, next seek there, and then volume up, volume down. And as you get used to it, it's actually a pretty neat system. So, I mean, I really like that. Your voice recognition is down there when you're in that menu, and then your phone button right up there. The only thing is with it being soft touch, when I try to like tap it to show, it's already doing something for me. Now this side here, lane tracing assist, and then this toggles the entire driving support system and everything's on, but you could change your drive modes here in terms of the cruise control. So cruise control and adaptive, you can change that. And then these aren't doing anything right now, but when you hit this, you can use this to change what's being shown on the meter display. And then this actually raises and lowers the heads-up display position. So you can see right in there, that's where the heads-up display is. But it's a pretty neat concept. I actually like it the more I use it. Push button starts here. And finally, here we have the key fobs. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2025 Lexus NX350h out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this NX350h, I actually really like the paddle shifters. They're pretty fun to use. And it does give you that real like shiftable feel when you're behind the wheel here. You can downshift, kind of get a little rev sound there. But then you also have that pulling power as well. So that's pretty nice. Now I will say, to get it back into drive, it is kind of a pain there. I just threw it in the neutral, trying to get it out of the sport mode. I tried to hold the paddles, but so that's interesting. Now from drive, you can get the paddles going, and then they kind of go off pretty easily. But I mean, overall, how this thing drives is very nice for it to be an NX350, because it's just not one of my favorite vehicles, but I really love this hybrid so far. So we have it in the sport mode now, and I'm going to try to give it a good pull getting on the interstate here with the paddles, and we'll see how it does. But overall, it's really quiet in here. I will say that the sound acoustics are incredible. Barely hearing the cars pass me by. I legit have to listen for them, and that is impressive. But I have a little bit of space here, so we're going to give it a pull. Here we go. Oh, wow. And yeah, it got up to speed very quickly. And the other good thing is it was very quiet too. So that says a lot. But I want to give another huge thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and Auto Pro Nashville for allowing me to review this NX350h today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second or third link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever vehicle you might be interested in. Now, we do have the driving support system, so we can turn on the lane tracing and all of that, get it going. So we do have the lane tracing assist and the adaptive cruise right now, so that nice comfortable driving feel to make road trips a bit easier. Love the system. Now I'm back in the eco drive mode now, and what's surprising is this still has plenty of pickup. I always like to compare the Lexus and Toyotas to the comparable RAV4s, and I always think about the 2018 RAV4 that I had. Fuel economy was great, but just the overall drivability for me was just, I couldn't stand driving that vehicle. Of course it wasn't for me, but still, when I got behind the wheel and I had to drive it for 8 hours to Florida, it was very taxing, because I just like something where I can have power when I want it, and I don't feel like there's just this strain on the engine whenever I'm not, you know, at idle. So this feels a lot better than that. The hybrid powertrains from Toyota and Lexus are just, they're really top tier, I think. They're very easy to use, very smooth, and specifically in this NX350h, very quiet. It's just very impressive how silent it is. I shouldn't say completely silent, but again, the overall sound acoustics in here are some of the best I've ever experienced in a hybrid. And surprisingly, the space in here has been very good. The older NXs, they felt a bit tight, usually around here where the shifter is. I don't know what happened, but it feels a bit better here. It's not as good as an RX, obviously, but it still feels relatively roomy in here for, again, this to be the NX series. But I think really a great vehicle for the money, having the hybrid powertrain, something that's relatively fun to drive, something that's easy to drive, but also something that has all the tech and the luxury that you expect from a Lexus. So again, checks all the boxes there. And with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Lexus NX350h.